Alrighty, I've got the NeXTstation Color set up tonight. Mostly I really just set it up to do some calibration of the monitor, and then one thing led to another, and so now we're playing, we're going to be playing with Mac OS in Daydream. So this is using a SCSI to SD right now, and it's configured with 6 devices. So in this case, just from what we can see, we have the boot drive, which is a 2 gig volume, and then 3 disks, which are 2 gigs, except disk 3 here is only 1.5. And then I have a 7.6.1 ISO pulled over. You can see it has a little picture of an apple, which is kind of neat. And if I select it, it actually gives an accurate readout of what all is included on the disk. And then another volume, which you can't see because it's not formatted, but it is there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire up Daydream, and I'm going to pull up Preferences, and we're going to do scan of the SCSI bus, and we see the drive here. So first off, in our other partitions, we don't have anything on SCSI ID 0. I've been having issues getting it to boot with anything on ID 0. I'm not sure what's going on there. It should work, it's not sure what's going on. We see our 4 next step volumes. This is our 7.6.1 disk, and then this one that I have as marked as Seagate is the other volume, and that's initially that was to trick HDSC setup, but we're not going to do that now. So these 2 volumes we're going to pass through, the rest we're not. And then we're going to create a disk file to install on. So we're going to make this fairly small. We'll just make it 40 megs, and we'll call it temp system 7. Hit create. It'll put it in the root. And the way Daydream works is any disk images that are in the root get included at boot. So by default it boots a mini 7 image, and that's okay. We can work around that. I just need to get rid of it for the final step. So I'll let this create its disk file. And of course it's actually writing out zeros. It doesn't do a thin provisioned disk, so it takes a little while. And the maximum size for this is 256 megs. Hard drives are fairly small, so. Alright, so that has been created. We do not want to make... Oh my gosh, that is a typo. I don't know if that's coming through on camera, but that says create an additional DIX file, D-I-K-S. Oh, that's silly. No, we do not want to create a DIX file. Alright, so otherwise we're ready. We can go ahead and boot, hit OK. And then what this does, it takes a little bit. It's doing some shuffling around on the back end. Once it's finished with that, it'll reboot, look like it's starting next step, and then it'll code over into Daydream, and it'll boot System 7 off of that mini image. So it goes, kind of pixelates out, and then dark matter. And then we get the, I think this is either 7.0 or 7.1. It gives you this weird local talk error. I don't care. There, so initializing disk file, temp system7.daydream. So that's good. That's what we want. And I don't know if this is a monitor calibration issue or what, but you can see that my cursor is kind of blue. I don't really like that. And then we are going to install 7.6.1 on that. Fudge. This program does not run on this computer model. Well, darn it. I'll need to do some more tinkering. Let's see if drive setup will see that at least. Really? You're just gonna be weird on me now? Well, my plans have been derailed. Alright, so what I need to do is go and get, yeah, this is 7.1. I need to go and get a 7.5.3 or 7.5.5 ISO. Load that on here instead, and we will go from there. In the meantime, let me reboot. So the way you should be able to reboot out of this doesn't work for me. It's hold down alternate and then go down to shutdown, select shutdown, and then keep alternate held until it reboots. And nothing happens. So what I found is easier is just to do the good old 3-finger salute, which in this case is Command Alternate Asterisk. Oh, come on now. There we go. Ooh, I made it unhappy. There we go. And then now it should boot back up into next step. Let's just make sure of that. Boop. And I'll see if I can't figure out why SCSI ID 0 isn't working for me. Anyway, it's booting, so I'll be back. Probably with just a completely separate video.